everyone, hello, hello, how y'all doing? MD today. Hi Camille. Hello. So, okay. Plan for today, 2, maybe 3 quick runs. Depends on how quick I am. Again, it's probably gonna be 2 hours again. 4 teams, a bit random. Let's check out what we have. Just gonna be casual runs today. Because I'll be streaming Railway at the end of the week. We'll talk about this. Are we still in the... Man, I forgot. Well, yeah, we're still in the Murder on Warp Express event. I forgot. Alright. I already forgot. Man, for a month is long. I could play Charge then. Could play Charge. Bleed is available. Blood Fiends are available. Yeah, maybe Charge and Bleed. I start with Charge, at least. Alright, let me start it. We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk because we got PM live stream. What are you doing here? Actually, hold on. What are you doing? Why did I put you here? What did I do? Hold on, give me a sec. And W4 change. We even play him. Hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'll play you. You still don't have a decent charge ID. This is a charge ID. People might forget. This is a charge ID. Yeah, good enough fight. And one. Which one was it? Yeah, this. Alright. Charge. Blue card. No gift. We're gonna go 5 flaws again. For both. Yeah, freeze again. I don't know. I start this. Yeah, double gift. Raise guards, cool. Right. Oh, an event. Yeah, let's do the mistake of starting with an event. Let's go. Yeah. Gumobra, yeah, who's gonna die? Roger. Let's go. All right, nice start. So, for the order, let me change it a bit. Yeah, for a change, just bring him. All right, so yeah. So we had PM live stream last Friday. I checked it out. All right, let me say when I started the thing, I started the thing. I saw like 7 hours. The guy streamed for I don't know how long. I was like, what the fuck is happening? And I was expecting some news. And I'm a bit disappointed, let's be real. I'm a bit disappointed by the number of news we got. It was mostly PM related though. It is PM anniversary. They said mostly PM related stuff, mostly because the rest is not ready, let's be real. But yeah. Yeah, to go then. What do they say? R Madness, yeah, Railway Madness. It's coming back this week. I know I was expecting it this week, but I would have liked the next week because I can have Cabia Riders coming out this week, and I want to try out it a lot. But I'll do it. I'll do it as usual anyway for Railway. I'll do the guide for the start of next week. And that's it. For Dawn, new idea as well. Yeah, on Thursday. Yeah, keep Dawn. Okay, she was cute. Okay, the trailer was cute. I liked it. Syncing, yeah, syncing. Isn't it? Hold on. Isn't it Dawn's first syncing ID? Now that I think about it, we're not talking about QH, okay? We're not talking about this one, okay? This is not the syncing ID. It looks pretty good in burn. It's an adept, so I wouldn't expect an adept to be bad. They want the Aishu adepts to be very strong, I think. Ninja Rupture is a suspect. We don't know yet the values in Rupture count, but yeah, I agree that He's probably gonna be a bit like Sinclair, but better, but actually good. Like Aisho Sinclair is a glorified 2 stars, let's be real. Now we have a real 3 stars, a real Yo 3 stars. Yo, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it's probably gonna be high coin numbers, low rupture count infliction. So some people are gonna say, "Yay, he consumes rupture very well. Yay!" When does he inflict it? Even his buff on non-glue is entirely based on damage. It's ras damage. Like it's not it's just additional damage. It's not even burn or rupture infliction. Oh, cute. Not being sinking, by the way, is entirely to give on-glue sinking power as well. Let's be real. I was kind of expecting it, to be fair, because the other options were bleed and charge, and I didn't see either of them for this one. I know a lot of people would have expected Tremor because it's a freaking ship ramming into stuff, but no. They didn't want it to make Dido with the woo. Yeah, this is way, but it's way done, but it's not way, okay? I'm gonna lose my mind. What is the main core ship anyway? Don't seem fun to use. Seems pretty basic. We'll have to see it. Another panic type though. We'll see as well. I like this panic type though. It's defense level down, so it's actual damage increase. That's cute. Like maybe you would want maybe Cod Rodia. Maybe you play Cod Rodia in Rupture or something to have just a sinking count necessary to put the thing in panic, you know, and you have increased damage, that kind of thing. But it's harsh on the Rupture count. Well, you have Mao Faust anyway. You have Mao's anyway, period. I said it in my post, but I was wondering where the fuck did Death Rights go? All new A shows have their statuses and all, but Death Rights have disappeared. And I'm sure of it is because of Mao Faust. I'm so sure of it, because she wasn't bad and they were saying, okay, we're not gonna do much more Death Rights then. I'm so sure of it. I'm gonna get you. Hold on. Ooh, skill free. Okay, then I can you. Do I care? Nah, but meh. We have soon every statuses. Well, we're just missing bleed and charge. I don't know if they do charge because it's not the same thing. Bleed, they might. Like we're missing Aisho for Ishmael and Ryoshu, right? Ryoshu is likely to get one before our season, like to get an ID before the season because she's missing IDs. So I'd say Ryoshu is gonna get the bleed one. What animals do we have left? Tiger wouldn't be too far off. Most of the count is on final cons as well. Well, it depends. If you already have the count on the enemy, well, you can haste though. Maybe you can proc this right haste. Where is Wu? Yeah. One status per branch, I think. Thinking already because I saw the sinking effect in trailer. I didn't pay attention to this. I just saw the yellow animation. But that is cute. Like they want to do cute stuff for Dawn every time. That's funny. In every trailer, the start of a trailer is a cute chibi animation of Dawn. It's gonna be a trend. It's gonna be a recurring trend, I feel like. Oh, Mersal. Oh yeah, Mersal didn't get one yet. Hold on, hold on. I should have picked this one. Whatever. I'm not paying attention at all. Special contract is nice, right? Ryoshu already has Aisho. Oh yeah, for I mistook Ryoshu and Mersault. My bad, yeah. I forgot it. I sometimes forget that Ryoshu and Otis are from last season. So it's Mersault and Ishmael that don't have one. Since you want to double up, maybe. But I still think Ryoshu is gonna get an ID by the end of the season. But I'd say a general one, because let's be real, we're gonna have a dry month after Railway, right? Because Railway will be the last thing of the season, pretty much. And then until the 31st, whatever. What do you want? Sentence notes, the kind of thing. Cute. Yeah, we're gonna have 2 general banners, a dry month, and some tiers. And angry Reddit posts. It's a bit sad, it's a bit weird. They are rushing, they have been rushing, bit constant. Oh look, every 2 weeks something and everything, and now nothing. They're gonna be nothing between Railway 1 and the season. And the worst part is, so we have the date for next season. Apparently 31st of December. Great. Not great. It's what bothers me. It's Wednesday. It's 1 day earlier than usual, and it really feels like it's a desperate move to just get the Kento out in 2025, like they said. It kind of feels a bit sad. I hope it's not rushed because of it. Okay, I would like them to take 1 or 2 more weeks just to be sure and to not mess up everything. Because just releasing 1 day, really Wednesday, not even the Thursday, you know, the Wednesday, just to get it on the year you said you were gonna do it. It's a bit sad. It's a bit sad, really, in my opinion. But oh well. At least the ego looks cool. Let's say the ego. It's the ego. It's Hiroshi's ego. Let's be real. I don't know what Abno it is, but it's definitely the ego. Looks like a freaking fetus in the back. I mean, I'm losing my mind. You did shall QH done and you syncing ID dropped. I mean, QH done is not a syncing ID. Don't worry about it. It's not. It's not syncing. You don't play it in syncing. Nobody has ever considered it. Entire issue. No. Actually, now that I think about it, it's possible. It's not impossible. Let's say. Not the worst thing. On top of Aisho, all doing different things with different statuses, I'm very pleased with newest Thinking and Burn ID. I mean, Burn we already had Sinclair, but yeah. I mean, I prefer. If you really want to do Aishos, yeah, at least do the whole bit. I mean, I don't care too much about each of them being in another status. I mean, it's cool, I guess. It does bother me though that for balance purposes, you cannot just put 2 statuses on 1 ID and expect both of them to be actually useful at the same time. Like it would break the balance at some point. So usually, status in fiction is either subpar for one of them. For example, let's say Blood Fiends have both. Some Blood Fiends have both Bleed and Rupture. But we don't care about the Rupture part. Who is playing Blood Fiend for Rupture? Nobody except for MD purposes. So either you have one of the statuses being subpar, or both statuses are very average. That's kind of the case with Ryoshu and Gregor's Blamer IDs. Hold on, I need my brain to be working for a sec. I don't have enough for the chat barrier. Good sell. Break. I fuse yet? No. No. Alright. Most fun summoning to battle, like to look at attacks, some weird attack. I mean, it's up to Dante still is, even if it's a character, it's still an avatar, so his preferences are ours pretty much. So if you like seeing Contemporary Shu, he likes it too. Like something like a Capo Marai, excellent infliction for both. Yeah, sure. But that's why Capo Assault is one of the best ideas of the season. Let's be real. If every ID was like Capo Assault, we would have a problem. But again, as you say, it's an exception. It's not the rule. The rule is to avoid it. But I agree, yeah, there are exceptions. But they are very few and far between. Like, I think the four best IDs of the season, because the first one is Malphite, which is single status, are Capo Assault, which can do both. But at the same time, like, Burn and Tremor don't have much trouble. But he has very high infliction for both with status. Whatever. So Malphite, Capo Assault, Lord Lu, of course, was both Poise and Rupture, but that's Poise is kind of a self status, so it's kind of in another branch of logic. Like it's a resource status, I wanna say. And his Rupture Infliction is not that good in anyway. Same for Seed actually. And fourth one is Code Rodia, Knight of Disperodia, and she's basically sinking. The charge part doesn't matter that much. Like Deep Tears is cool, but it only matters for her, pretty much. And it matters a bit. Like it's not why you play Code Rodia. You play Code Rodia because she has insane sinking infliction. Not because she has Deep Tears. I forgot to remove her from the team, by the way. Weezing can also do very good in boss stages. Can he? Can he? Hold on, I have to check the inflictions again. I haven't paid that much attention to Wu Sang. The problem with Wu Sang is he's designed half of a tank and not as much of a damage dealer. I have to check his infliction though. Give me a sec. I mean, his rupture count is... Okay, could be worse. Okay, his rupture count is okay. The thing is, Wu Sang has Dimension Shredder anyway. That's an ego kind of thing as well. He's all sack. The bolt, yeah, sure. That's the truth. I'm gonna fight him. I wanna go fast. Gotta go fast. So Wu Sang, his infliction is okay, but again, it's a Dimension Shredder thing mostly. He has his rupture is not that good, and mostly like he maintains count, but his potency infliction. It depends. It's okay. Why does he have Death Ray synergy actually? Checking the skills. Where did this come from? I mean, Rupture Potency Infliction is kind of a thing for everybody. Everybody. Tremor. I mean, Tremor is okay. Actually, with Strider is pretty good. Tremor Infliction. Okay, never mind, yeah. I don't know if the rupture is enough though. I was technically do the best, we're not talking about it. So that's summoning Arc of Faust. You have some. Why we need Arc of Faust first of all. I didn't see earlier. You have stasis peaked at Summer Soul, mostly because both tremors burn are easy to keep. Yeah. The thing is mostly because it's an ammo unit, so they did high infliction as long as you have ammo. The thing is, by the time you run out of ammo, the fight is done most of the time. Very few fights. Only railway fights can last more than like your number of ammo. But like there is a balance. There is a balance thing somewhat. There is a balance principle at least. Function quite well in Tremor. No, you meant that. Nah. It's not that she works in Tremor. It's Everlasting is one of the best Tremor egos right now, okay? And it works very well with high speed, and she has the highest speed, so yeah. But it's not a Tremor ego. Digital option for Tremor looking great for me. Nah, yeah. Wusang looks good. I haven't played him much in Tremor yet. The problem is I haven't played Tremor yet much at all because the state of Tremor right now is very outdated and kind of sad. Like even the last two Valpurgis IDs are Tremor somewhat based, but they are not great options for it either, you know. Plus the whole hemorrhage thing, plus Scorch and everything, it's kind of messing up with reverb, which is a problem overall. I mean, Gregor is okay for this. I think it doesn't take damage. Like if you already have status, or is he? It's good for Ticopodis. Ticopodis respects. Ticopodis respects reverb very well. Also, we will play with Rodia, fine. Alright in Rupture, great with Dim Shredder. Yeah. Good tremor potency. Yeah, for starter. Yeah, check this again, yeah. I mean, good because it doesn't have that much damage. But then I might rank him slightly higher. Wow. Right, converts as well. No, I mean, did he convert? Oh, wasn't there a second one who didn't convert if you already had the amplitude? Or am I mixing it up? No, it does. There was another one. There was Otis who didn't put chains. Wasn't there another one? Like Otis Kill 2 does not convert into Tremor Chain if you already have something. Wait, isn't it? No, what was it? Oh, was it Mersault's Crushbound? Was it actually? Hold on. I'm mixing things. No, it's Ishmael. No, it's Ishmael. Never mind. It's Ishmael not converting to decay. Sorry. Got it reversed. Yeah, that's what Ishmael. Yeah, my bad. I knew there was one of the two. Yeah, I mixed it up. But I mean, decay for sinking is actually quite nice, I guess, because it's just additional damage. It's just good. Additional damage on a status you would otherwise not care about. But again, I think Jung Ishmael is just good with taking, with Lament, with the Solemn Lament approach. like more damage based rather than burst based. Hold on, let me do this. Oh, my lord. Fine, I'll buy it now. Poison shower. More skills to use. Fuse, so it was... Okay. There we go. Can I do... Yeah. Alright. Not have enough. Right. Is that a problem? But again, the thing is, if you convert reverb into hemorrhage, you are losing damage in the end. Should be fine. Because the thing is, usually you don't play Blamor. Blamor is not a thing actually. It's not currently a thing. So you're... I mean, Blamor is nice in bleed because you're adding... I mean, not even then, because you are spending bleed count for this. So again, it depends on if the enemies already has enough coins or not. Let's say MFE, for example. I was thinking about Railway 1. Let's talk about MFE. Performances. MFE has very few coins. So technically, against it, even if bleed is lust based. Yeah, that's what I thought. Even if MFE is lust weak and bleed is lust based, because MFE doesn't have that many coins on one part, it's questionable if it's strong. Which is why you would want ways to activate bleed, which are Rokomorodia, your Mersault Mekala, that kind of thing. But then that means that hemorrhage can add another way to proc bleed. Halfway, it's a half bleed then. Better half than nothing. So like in bleed it's okay, but in tremor you're removing reverb. Why would you do that? Like really, why would you do that? So they seem like more bleed IDs than tremor IDs when I think about it. Like Blamor is more bleed based than tremor based. I think it's better one of the two new A shows. I mean, we don't have the values, but it's likely that it's Iskli. First, because it's an adept, so they want to make him stronger probably, and second, just the number of coins in general. Also, burn is easier to maintain, so you have a place for in burn. Like it's very likely that Iskli is gonna be played in burn in general. It's the last sinner missing like a burn ID, by the way. So every sinner has a burn ID now. Clap, clap, clap. Yeah, it's likely to play him. He has a coin reuse. Yeah, he can have a 5 coins skill 3 as well, which is always a good sign of strength. Especially with damage multipliers. Now you're going through the roof. Now we're talking big numbers. Murder Warp Express, yeah, sure. I'm gonna reap the space. 51%, don't have good rupture option already. I mean, it might just be an upgrade to Lantern. We don't know yet. We don't know the rupture count. Also, we don't know the sinking count. Also, I have to... can we... I have no idea. I'm gonna go there. A bit scared. Can we agree that... When it's written inflict thinking, when inflicting rupture potential count, alright, on Glue's bolus thing, on done, okay. Is it both sinking potency and count? Like when you inflict rupture count, you also inflict sinking count? If that's it, then that's pretty neat. So you should be first. Nah, nah, nah. I think reverb is thought as overly important. Well, it is overly important as well because your status doesn't do shit without it. And in the end, Scorch and Hemorrhage are just half as good as reverb. To be fair, number wise, it is. You cannot say no. Oh, we're ripping the space with this one. Like the whole thing about Tremor right now, if you're not playing reverb, it's just doing damage. And like everybody does damage. Okay, and more. The reason why Tremor is probably right now the least what is it? Least the weakest or the least used, I don't know. But the thing is, the contempt isn't too good for it either. Well, it is good in MD because you have 10,000 staggers, but that's something else. That's ego gifts being good. But Tremor in itself is really outdated. That's the problem. We need new Tremor IDs. Same for Charge. Charge and Tremor are the one that needs IDs right now. But yeah, reverb is important because it's what makes the status does damage. So if it's not reverb, again, it's Scorch or Hemorrhage, and they are halfway as good. So why would you just not play reverb then? That's the question. That's just simple. And if you don't play it, well, depends. DK was an interesting option though. I admit it. DK was, and it's kind of still. What is this? Oh yeah, I remember. DK is still, I think, a valid option, even if it's not used right now. Well, the reason it was not used is mostly because... What does this do? Oh, okay. I should have expected it. But yeah, Tremor need IDs. Again. Forgot what I wanted to say. Oh yeah, DK. I was talking about DK. DK! Now that we have Anafuda-ish, Jongish, whatever you want to call her, DK might be a viable option again. Because damage is damage. And like, you can inflict a lot of defense level down. And that actually translates into quite a lot of damage increase. But as usual, the question is, why would you not play reverb then? Because don't you do more by busting Tremor a few times? That's the question. And the reason you do more with reverb right now probably is mostly because who died? Or Faust. The reason you do more damage right now with reverb mostly is because IDs are old, Tremor IDs are old, and don't do that much damage by themselves right now. Because they are old from a time where damage was more balanced. Well, it wasn't the same balance, damage balance. For middle IDs in Railway 1. Oh yeah, you're not playing middle in Railway 1. In Railway 1. I don't even know which A show you wanna play outside of the mouse for Rupture count, like in a Rupture team. Probably Isangs, yeah. The Scorchy Mirage as a base tremor effect. Put your normal turn and then add the reverb on the burst turn. Yeah, sure. I mean, you can do this. You're losing on damage, but you can do this. But you cannot do it anyway because you wanna play. Mersaults. I was gonna say the new Tremor ID, but Mersault mostly. So like you have to deal with Scorch anyway. You have to deal with Scorch being there. So might as well proc it first and then later do reverb. Once you're more built up and you can actually do more damage out of your 99 potency Tremor. What is damage or commenting the Not sure what you mean, but this Cliff's thing is gonna be about more damage anyway. But yeah, it would get overrated by some amplitude anyway. Yeah, sure. But I mean, it's just the other... Again, it's the other statuses being in the way of Reverb, right? It's not Reverb being not that good. It's actually that good. In fact, Reverb is actually that good that you don't want the other statuses to be in the way. Again. Brain poise are much more outdated than Tremor, you know. Poise is kind of hard to say because we got Seas, we got Onglu and Seas that are poise based. We got the full stops that are still very usable. And like we can actually just check in number of IDs anyway. The thing is, Tremor got IDs that are subpar. Like the two Blamor ones are kind of subpar, I would say. The Tico Potis is kind of subpar as well. Tremor didn't get lot of very good IDs. He got some Mersault and that's about it. Like some Sinclair is not it. Oh, and Wusang. Yeah, sure, Wusang. But most of IDs that Poise got, except maybe Jaish, have been a hit. Again, since last season, full stops, big ones. The C's are very good, with Longlu especially. Like you can take the three of them. Sang Mersault is okay as well. As for Burn has still very good ideas as well. Like Fire Fist, you can do a full insane Burn tier. I wouldn't call the full Tremor team insane by any way. I would have like more charge. Yeah, I'm not fusing. I don't think I'm fusing anything. Maybe I am. Can fuse this. Yeah, that's not a fusion, that's what I thought. Okay, I can fuse one. Charge underload by PM and they don't get too many IDs. I mean, the thing is, charge was overwhelming at the start of the game. At the start of the game, we got only charge. And maybe it reflected a bit too much because afterwards, the number of charge has been dwindling. But it's mostly because charge IDs design is old. Because old charge is just, yeah, get the charge consuming. Since multi-crack, so since 2 seasons ago, we got the charge potency. Great. But the thing is, we don't have that many IDs. Who died? No, okay, we're done. I think if you don't have that many IDs yet, exploiting the charge potency. Like we got, it's increasing, the number is increasing, definitely. But it's not enough to make a world team. Like again, we got Isclave, Faust, Otis, and QH done. And Akoponglu, but Akoponglu is not that good. I mean, charge is the main proof of power creep when you think about it, because when you take IDs like W Dawn, W Cop Dawn was one of the strongest IDs at the start of the game, if not the strongest ID. She was the queen of everything. Actually, she was the queen of Railway 1. Like, you just actually put one Dawn and just bowl. You just bowl with one Dawn. You don't put anything else in your team. You just bring Dawn, get there 2 or 3 slots, 4 slots, and you're done. You're done. You're just reaping space. You won't be able to do that here. That's gonna be funny. But yeah, that was the principle back then. Now, W Dawn, kinda mid. Just breathe space, and that's about it. Just fragile at least on the skill tier, so that's redeemable. The lack of damage multipliers really is a problem. He's okay in MD, I guess, because MD offers the damage multipliers by themselves. Here, take some damage, take some more damage, take the damage. Which is why I think WS Cliff might be one of the best IDs in MD right now. Even if outside of MD is not that good. It is good, but it's not that good. Not as good, at least. This thing new mechanically. Which one? Like, I mean, Burn and Poise? Do they need anything? Shimmer is better than Burn right now. What? Wait. I wouldn't agree. I mean, just maybe it can be a bit faster with burst turns, but Burn is so much more consistent. Like Magic Bullet, sure it's carried by Magic Bullet Otis, but you have Magic Bullet Otis carrying the whole thing, and it's carrying hard. Since the ego has been out, and you can just inflict 2, 3, 4 per Dark Flame per turn, that'd be insane. And the IDs are good as well, like Fire Fist, Gregor, Thumb, Couple Salt is there as well. Liu Sang is pretty good. Down player, even if it's hard, it's kinda relevant. It has the AoE at least. SC Faust has very good burst as well. And now we're gonna get Iscliffe as well. We're gonna get your Iscliffe that should be pretty good. I should have blocked, whatever. Try to like the team cohesion. Yeah, charge is missing. I mean, charge needs something. I mean, I think we can agree on this part at least. Like, charge needs something that brings them together. That's what I'm saying mostly for charge. And stuff like teleport really isn't that much. Like teleport, like Trick Screaming, giving charge to everybody really isn't that much it. Poise at least. Wait, it should have had stuff like Red Plum Blossom, but we're not talking about it. But at least Poise has Sorakajas. Since Poise is getting buffs by just like using it, like he's just damage buff. Just by having it being up for everybody is nice. And like you have Shallow Breath for Sorakaja as well. Just Sorakaja is what has been cementing Poise as a full team instead of just a bunch of good ideas.
충전 기능 점검.
Charge doesn't have it yet. Charge has at best envy red for them. That's what it's kinda being, with mixing stuff with like middle Sinclair. So you could play middle Sinclair, middle Mersault with some of the newer charge ideas, and have a good envy charge team. But that's about it for team coherence. Cohesion, coherence, whatever. I think it was we can do on field. Move upgrade fast. Like, you mean to use? For this railway or what? Because I can talk about this railway. We're gonna have fun this railway. Apparently it's gonna be... You can change your IDs between each station. And the station are, I guess, they're gonna be pretty much the same as before, just with updated stats. And maybe some more passive. Can we all agree that MFE is gonna have a passive to prevent, maybe the one that prevents half of status damage, to avoid it being brute force? Can we agree to it? Okay, I'm gonna have to... I don't know if I like it too much. I'll have to see. It will depend on the difficulty of each wave, because there have been... I read the wall notice. The wall notice is about, oh, careful, Rayleigh 1 is very hard. Like, we actually put as a recommendation threat spin 4. Threat spin 4, there you go, people. Ooh, scary, spooky stuff. Is it gonna be that hard? Is it gonna be like Lei Hang unnerved even more hard? But even harder, hard? I'd be down. Again, really, it would depend on the thing. I don't know how much I like just changing your... Come on, you're keeping your SP, so you'll be at 45 SP at the start of every fight. Whoa. You'll keep your res and get back all the HP, so full HP at every start plus full SP. Great, and you're keeping your resources. So by MFE, you'll have 100 of each resources. Well, no, just kidding, you've been using them. You have a ton of resources, you have full SP, you have full HP, really? I mean, the hardest part of most fights is just getting your SP, actually, so... If you remove this, it's gonna be hard. No. Oh yeah, photo electricity, yeah, that was the only thing, yeah, tying the wall thing up, but... Hey, we got W copy slip! So, like, I think they don't care. But yeah, we need some statuses to bring the world team up. I've been saying it since the start of the game. Or since one of my first videos when I talked about the statuses. Like I said, Poison Charge needs some type of coherent status, and especially Charge that needs some kind of benefit, like a battery on the enemies or a pole, a lightning pole or anything. Photo electricity was the first thing we got, which was kinda close. But it's only on one ID, the ID, the 2-star, it has been a power crept already, they don't want you to play it, factually. So... They will have refracted struggle, that's for sure, yeah. I'll be streaming it on Friday, by the way, I'll be streaming Friday. Unless, like I'm supposed to receive Kirby on Thursday, therefore I want to play it that day. But if I don't receive it that day, I'll stream on Thursday instead. But yeah, I'm gonna probably stream on Friday, and we'll have to see. We have to see if I do 2 runs in one go, if I have the time, because I don't want it to last for 8 hours. So we're gonna see if I have the time to do 2 runs in like 5 hours on Friday, or if I will have to do 2 runs. Maybe I will have to anyway, because I will have to theory craft better tips. Because I want to do the first run burn only, because it's my thing. I've been doing every first railway runs with burn teams, and I'm gonna keep at it. So that will be the first run on Friday, and then either on the same stream or on Saturday I'll do a run with optimized comps. So I don't know which one. I will have to check. I guess they would have the same weaknesses, so I can probably check the old air railway one already. I'm gonna be honest for anyone. A little secret for everybody listening right now. Because I want to do the guide for the start of next week, but I don't want to work too much on it during the weekend. Again, because I want to play Kirby. I'm gonna prepare the whole guide before like before Thursday, I'm gonna prepare the whole guide already. I'm gonna write everything like it's the old railway. And I will just have to update with stats and everything and the recording. I can just put out the guide on like on Monday or on Tuesday. I'm gonna do the whole preparation before it, so like before Thursday, most of the guide will be done already. Well, half of the guide at least. Like the fights, I will probably have to. They probably change some things in the fight. Again, probably some passives. Though I don't know. Like for example, for KQE or for Blubbering Toad, or for actually most of the Amnos are in this railway have pretty interesting gimmicks. Like you have to play somewhat around. Blubbering Toad can crush your SP if you're not careful and corrode you. KQE had insane defenses. I don't know how they'll do the defenses because the defense level is not the same. So we have to see that. We'll have to see how they are adjusting the defense level. If they are as tanky, if the snake is still as horrible, or if they adjusted it. I think KQ had mechanics to play around. The Watchdog had mechanics to play around, like the head, like you have to break the teleport, otherwise you're gonna get AoE'd, that kind of thing. So I don't know if they will add passive to those. I think they're fine enough as is. Same voice of like Cromer, kinda. And yeah, we have to check, for example, the first wave, General and everything, the J-Corp stuff. Yeah, they're slash weak, so you just bring slash, you don't bring particularly anything else. Like those are easy. Then you have stuff like Blubbering Toad. That is NV weak, so you bring charge, I guess. You cannot bring middle anyway. I mean, you can, but at your risk, at your own risk. The Watchdog is Pride and Sloth weak. So Poison, Tremor, are nice, Blunt, Slash. I'm not looking at the right one, it's the body. Teleport is Blunt weak, so just bring Blunt, I think. The person, I don't know if you care much about the person. Person is Brass weak, that's funny. I guess you can bring Tremor or Burn for this. But it would be interesting to see for which one. MFE, I still remember his last week, I'm pretty sure. Oh yes, it is, and it's the only weakness. So I think you just bring Bleed anyway. You bring Bleed, and if you can't force your way through with Bleed, you still... You take your time, I guess. I mean, it depends, because I don't know how much of 100% damage multipliers Manager done Skill 3 like does to MFE. It depends on the HP. If it's still 1000 HP, yeah, you're probably fine. If it's 3000 HP, yeah, you have to go with the mechanics, I think. It's clearly a friend to beat Railway 5 the same from Adversity. I mean, I think Railway 5 is not as hard as MD Adversity 15. 50, I'd say. Though they are different overall. Like, you need different ways. Because MD is all about hero gifts, where Railway is about good plays. Or good teams, rather. So first, since the amount of people you can use is much more limited. Yeah, I agree. But middle is the one being hurt the most, really. Isn't it the only isn't Envy the only archetype that requires you to have 6 to get most of the whole thing? Didn't I have you? Alright, let me finish this run. Out of the lightning rod. There we go. There we go, good enough. Why is it so limiting in this meta? It is different. I don't know how the enemies will be balanced around 5 IDs now instead of 7. Like, they should technically have lower HP overall, that kind of thing. Oh. So favorite item from this. Gupo is funny. As he sang of Faust will go so hard in his very way. Faust probably, yeah. I was wondering, do you have time to build up the burst? But probably 5 turns. In 5 turns you have time. 5 or 6. You might even be able to go even faster. I think, for example, what's the name? I am sure and certain that for the Inquisition, so I think it's note 3, note 4, note 4, yeah. For the Inquisition, you go crush bound past. I still remember in against the guys, I used Screws Well Up, 2 Screws Well Up, and Pursuance back then with Mersault. It was so funny. He did a lot of damage at the time. So now you just use Crush Bound Pass instead. Because they have Blunt Wing, they're all Blunt Wing. So you ball. The fish is gonna be scary to fight against though, I think. Mostly because he's gonna probably have higher clash values. We're gonna get clapped. I'm not even talking about the duo. I forgot there was K-Corp as well that existed there. The Inquisition. I'm sure people People are gonna win rate the Inquisition and gonna get insanely countered. That's funny because I think the biggest, everything there. I think the biggest buff to everything there. I'm gonna confirm and then quit. The biggest buff to everything there of an Inquisitor is that its counter is based on your own skills. So since we got power crept since then and our skills are even stronger, that means that our counters are gonna be strong. And I already feel like people are gonna just push the win rate button and get a stun skill 3 in their face as a counter. And they're gonna be like, oh, what happens? That's gonna be funny. I feel like there are gonna be a lot of oops didn't fit moments. Prepare for those. By the time Railway won hard. Hard? I don't know. Annoying because of the freaking snake? Yes, it was. I mean, it's mostly that some were very tanky. Some enemies were very, very tanky, so it was hard to pass them without the proper IDs, I'd say. But it's mostly if you didn't have W Corp done, for example, you were downgrading yourself. Alright, anyway, first run. I said second run bleed, right? Let's go Bloodfiend, yeah. So I finished the Kefalin event now. Yay. That's done. That was something, I guess. Doing. Probably gonna be 2 runs only. So bleed this time. Okay, middle part's gonna I'm not gonna get destroyed by Total AG. Well, not Glupo, I think. Telepole? Yeah, probably. I mean the Watchdog, yeah, probably. Can I have better? Yes. It can't be as bad as the first. It's the same one! Hold on. It can't be as bad as the first event last time. It's the exact same one. Okay, I got it this time. Funny. Alright. I'm fine with this. Win rate spam. Yeah, I don't know if you're gonna be able to win rate spam the whole MD. Probably the first 2, but not later. I saw, so I was wondering, are there gonna be waves or are there gonna be like before, or are there gonna be chain battles, like proper chain battles for the enemies? But looks like it's still gonna be waves. So really like the first railway. Really, it's Bogak. It's a Bogak of all time. It's gonna be the exact same thing, I feel like. So like again, I can probably write most of the guide already. Let's see, Ray 1, then on. That's probably gonna be the last thing of the season. I've heard. Oh, one thing I want to talk about. Like, I wanted to talk more about the stream in general. I've heard. Like, among the many things, I've heard they want to do Valpurgis every 2 months instead of 4 months. 3 or 4 months. It was 3 months. It was supposed to be 4. 4 or 3? I don't remember. 4, I think. They wanted to make every 2 months so they can make more characters. I think I've seen people wonder if it's a good or a bad thing. So I wanted to give my 2 cents on it. Because I think it depends who you are. If you're a casual player or normal player in general, it's probably good because it makes more it gives you more chances to shard for that stuff. And for people who like Rina and everything, where it's more Rina and love co-op characters, so like it's mostly fan service for their own license. That's funny, but that's the way it is. So on this part it's good, but on my part, and content creators in general, it makes just more limited IDs that you have to pull for every time. So I'm gonna have to skip them. So I will have to skip a Valve out of 2. Probably the ones without story. But yeah, overall, the fact that it makes more limited IDs into the game, I'm kinda iffy about it. Because sure, you get more IDs, you get more chances to shard, but you also get more limited IDs. So there are more and more IDs that will be locked behind Valve keys that you will have to shard at some point. And well, it depends on the strength of the IDs, but so far, in general, Valve IDs have been pretty strong. But then maybe they can do like quicker IDs like those, like this one, exactly this one. This one on screen. I can do quicker IDs when they're not doing stories. You do Valve every 2 months, only some of them will have story episodes and fight. Yeah. I mean, that kind of decision I did understand from, like, I wanted actually from last time. From last time when we didn't get a Valve for 6 months. No. You cannot make people wait for Valve for 6 months. That's the problem. So if it avoids us waiting 6 months for Valve, yeah, sure. But making it every 2 months, just to make more characters. It's not even, the thing is, it's to make more limited characters, and partly to make more money as well. I think that's it, as usual. Greed has its limits, and you have to recognize them, otherwise you are a greedy bastard. So you have to be careful of it. So I don't know if it's too much or not yet. I don't think, like, pushing back the limit, there's always the time where you actually fall into the abyss. So I don't know if it's there, I don't know if it's not there. It's not something you can judge beforehand, I guess. Probably not. Like, the game is generous enough, but still, it's again pushing back this limit a bit more. That's what is bothering me the most. Like, the we need to make more money argument is always very questionable. Like, that's the one that predatory gacha uses at their base to make more money, you know? To screw you up for money. I mean, I still trust PM, but the descent into Limbus has been the hard time trusting that. Yeah, it's 6 a year, 12 IDs. 12 IDs per year, yeah. We're saying 12 IDs, but we don't know how many years they're gonna be in banners. Like, it's this was the first Valve banner with only 2 IDs, okay? Usually there are 3 IDs/egos. There we were missing one thing. So it depends if they are still doing double IDs, like double banners, or triple banners. If they do double banners, like in the in-between things, yeah, maybe, okay. But if it go back to triple banners, which are a bane, questionable again. It will make 18 then, by the way. So we'll see again. I think that was one of the only thing mentioned in the stream. Like the stream really didn't have much in the end. It announced Raya 1, it announced next season date, and that's about it. Like the rest was maybe it's gonna happen, maybe something. PM wants to hire, but kinda, but still they are hiring announcement. It was an announcement stream. And it was funny as well. They want to increase. KGH want to do more stream to give more info to the shareholders, pretty much. That was funny. Like I want more to get the to share and discuss more with the community and the developers. Why do you stream to discuss with the developers? You don't stream to to discuss with them. I guess. I guess I understand what he means. But I don't know how much I will take people's input into it. If it's the same people who input you to not nerf Malfaust, especially if it's the Korean community, because I've not heard much good about this side. I know there are good ones, but usually the most fervent haters come from there as well, unfortunately. Yeah, give me this. So it depends on who you want to converse with. Yeah, it's all suck. They're the same. They have the same coins. It's all the same coins? It always has been. The streamlined design. Hey, chicken da. I got the good ones. Got the good stuff. Also, you said healing HP at every station is unlike Ryu 1 though. Yeah. That I know. It is weird in the end because it's just gonna be like a boss rush, like a bunch of excavation in a row, I don't know. It's just gonna be a bunch of excavations, to be fair. Hard excavations, I guess. Can we use all of the Arcop characters? Yay! A triple banner with the 3 Arcops, yeah. God damn it. The skin system, so they just stop working on it. Yeah, you're right. They didn't mention it. They mentioned the UI changes, potentially. I've seen the thing. I've been wondering if it's better or not. Because I feel like it's... With the way the icons are made and everything, it makes me more and more think of generic gachas, the icons. So I hope they don't fall too much into this. It should be fine still, but... Again, how much are we pushing the limits? I mean, it doesn't look bad at least. Like out of the 2 screens, I think I prefer the upper one the most, if I remember correctly. And also they mentioned maybe Thread Spin 5, every banner with only one ID. Oh, ego. I mean, it just makes more stuff to spend your shard on. But the one thing which bothers me, it's clearly said. They clearly said it is up fix 5 or thread fix 5. So yeah. Which I really don't like. You make the player spend resources to fix your power creep. That sucks. Really, that sucks. And again, considering the cost of Thread Spin 4 already, what's gonna be the cost of Thread Spin 5? 10,000 shards and about 5 threads. That's gonna be costly. You already spent 100 shards on Thread Spin 4, come on. You're gonna spend what? You're gonna spend half of an ID on Thread Spin 5, come on. To fix the ego! To fix the free... No. I'm glad he can put the spotlights back on them, but I'm not sure about this. I'm really not sure about this. It would depend on the cost, 100%. But I said it already back then for Fix 4. I didn't stream at the time, but I thought about it. Like, it was a Fix 4, now it's a Fix 5, and it doesn't feel good. If it ain't broken, don't fix it. If it's weak, can you fix it? Can we fix technically can we fix Kurkumorodia? Isn't it broken? You don't think it's broken? Also, can't we fix Malfounds then? Again. I didn't really message earlier. Sorry. If you look deep enough, no committee is worth much. I don't know. There's always the 80. Like, there is a rule in most things. It's used in the game community as well, which is the 80-25 rule, which is something like 80% of your user base is just gonna play the game and do not do much. Just play the game. 20% is gonna actually search infos about the game and not take an active part in it. And about 5% of your total user base is gonna be actively searching and posting content, like threads, everything, and actually communicating, posting comments, that kind of thing. But in the end, like what we're saying, when you're seeing people post stuff on the internet, usually, it's like 5% of your user base, as a rule of thumb. Again, it depends a lot on your community and everything. I think it can apply for bigger games mostly. For smaller, you tend to have a more dedicated community. At best, you can put it up to 10% on Limbus, maybe, at best. I can use this. I'm great, wouldn't clear it now. I'm gonna fuse. You don't like your exchanges? It's so everyone's taste. I'm okay with this. I like the dark themes, you know. Well, I like the more mechanical things of Limbus. Like the wall pad mechanical and everything. I kind of like it. That's up to one's own taste. I know I don't have the most common taste in general, though. I need to study long hours for every exam. Maybe salty enough. I don't know if it's the reason, but yeah, it can be. I mean, the whole... Like, it depends on which Asian country, but you have some countries where... Yeah, the social aspects can be a bit tough. Or very tough sometimes. I'm thinking mostly of the three big ones. And when I say the three big ones, now, common ones are Japanese, Korean, and Chinese. Dong, dong, dong. Like, I know for a fact, from what I've heard, like, I mean, the city is supposed to be kind of interpretation of South Korea in a way. So it's capitalistic to the wall. And tough. You have shards problem. We all have shards problem, don't worry. Some more than the others. Usually it depends on how much you grinded the mines. How much you grind the mines. You're playing the common taste. No. No. But yeah. I think we... No, yeah, I think I understood. Yeah, for the UI change. Yeah, the picture we saw. Like the pictures of the new main menu thing. I don't want to go there. This one is annoying. It's even more annoying, actually. I should have refreshed. 1k shards chest, yeah! And that is gonna be half at the end of the season. Plus I'm gonna have to spend a lot, I'm gonna have to spend a lot on... The boys one is higher tier. I'm gonna have to spend a lot on thread spins. I have a lot of thread spin 3 still. Plus again, I've been playing since the start of the game. I don't think, like considering the number of users that PM has been gaining in month, I don't consider myself to be in the majority of players, you know? Like my resources are not on the majority of players. Like I know a lot of people are struggling. Clearly don't have everything. And again, I at least pay the battle pass. I know a lot of people wouldn't even pay the battle pass. A lot of people would stay free to play. We have to remind ourselves that, especially for people who have been playing since day one and are still playing the game. Sometimes we don't see. It's easy to miss the viewpoint of someone who has started later and is not playing as much. That's something I've been noticing at some point. When I was doing my short, I saw at some point some people wondering like, what's the point of this, of just reading the kits and everything. And after, like I really realized a lot when I played. Like I realized it a bit, I was like, it's useful. People are telling me it's useful, so it's fine. But I really realized it myself a lot when I was on a new gacha and I was like, okay, I want quick information on stuff. I don't want a full stuff. I want to know if it's good or something. And I was in this position of not being as invested in a game, or not for as long, and searching for infos and just not knowing in general all the kits are working and everything is working. So again, it's a question of we don't have all the same views because we don't have the same experience and we don't have the same wishes for the game. I mean, games are still made to be played to be fun and everything. They're not made to be grinding the our hearts out or anything. Tasty friend, but not so time not wrong. It depends. Right and wrong are just moral standards anyway. It's up to one to decide. Without Knight so much slower. That I mean is something else. That's the game giving you so much lore. Throwing everything at your face. I think the UI is already serviceable enough. You don't need to change it. It isn't broken enough. Ah, you meant this. Oh, okay, my bad. But I mean, it can be applied to other stuff, you know. If I could have went to something else. Yeah, that's something I agree on though. I hope they didn't take too much time on it from other things. But again, when you're considering who is working on this part, technically it would be some artists. But I don't know if it would be the same artist that would be working on something else, you know, like each employee have their own roles and everything. And I don't know if the people who work on the UI would have been working on the Kanto otherwise, you know, for example. Like if they are UI-based guys, then why would they be working on the Kanto, you know? They could help. Could help. Like, we're not one trick ponies. Us humans, I mean. But again, we don't know how they operate. It's a question of PM's internal management. So like it's a trap to not really fall into. Like if something happened, it doesn't mean that it took resources from somewhere else necessarily. It took time from someone, but not necessarily someone that would have contributed otherwise, you know? Something else. In the end, it's just because we don't have Limbus, I mean PM's internal management, it's just a question of how much you trust them to do the right decisions. Not a question of trust, as usual. I trust them still a bit. I still trust them yet. For how long is the question though? Wow. 0. Cute. On top of the rusty knife. Need some good stuff. Ah, come on. I don't feel I'm too lucky. There you go. Which one was it? I'm still missing Bloody Mister. Blitz team might be relevant. Yay, Bloodfiends. It's mostly Bloodfiends here. Blade is probably the team with the most variety in the builds you can do. Because it has so many good stuff. Like you can work with Bloodfiend mostly, most of the time. You have a Bloodfiend core. But you can add so many stuff. You can add Kurukumos, you can add Ring Sang, you can add Condemned Out technically, Repursue. You can even add some middle. You can add the other Bloodfiend, you have a lot of stuff. I think smaller size of the company, there's probably a bunch of multitaskers. Yeah, probably. They're always the case, I'm lucky. Yeah, I agree. But again, we don't know the full internal management. I mean, they are still hiring people anyway. I heard as well, KGH want to do an animation team. That's cute. But I feel like between the AI and everything, I feel like, I don't know if it's them or just KGH. I'm gonna say them in case, but it feels like they want to resemble other companies' functionments in general. Like I think I've heard that Arknights have their own like animation team for the world thing, so I feel like they want a bit to do like the others on those parts, like for the UI, the kind of thing. So I hope they don't fall too much into this trap. As for an animation team, for PVs and stuff, I mean the PVs looks nice already, they have cachet. Cachet. Maybe it's just my own opinion, but can't I have another one? I can have this. Faith. But I mean, animation team, if we can have some good animations from time to time, sure. Like, he didn't mean an anime team, I'm sure of it, but he's still thinking about this. I'm sure of it. To make a bleed team, but 70% of the bleed team is for season 5. Yep. Yep, it is. But you will soon ish be able to. Starting next year, hey! Available December 31st. I'm gonna say January 1st. They might even delay it. I don't know if they managed to. I really feel like it's rushed. Again, raising it on the 31st, which is a Wednesday. Feels like a rush. It feels like it feels more like a last deadline more than an actual release date. Which is why I'm pretty sure it won't be fulfilled. Oh, there will be problems. I feel like it's not gonna go well. I'm scared. I'm scared about new season. I feel like there's something is gonna go wrong. Like the management has been a bit tough. Those, yeah, at least, like, I trust them to do good Kento anyway. I don't expect Kento... Okay, something I have to mention. I don't expect Kento... Which one are we? Kento 9. I don't expect Kento 9 to be the peakest, you know, the absolute cinema. Like, better than the previous one. I think... I've already mentioned, and I completely agree that there are limits to peak. Like, sure, you can outdo yourselves, but like, not only is there a limit to how much you can outdo yourself, also it can be somewhat subjective. And last of all, do you even have to? Like, do you have to spend that many resources and everything on trying to make it even better and better when you can't really at some point? Like, what is even better than Kento 8, you know? Like, I expect it to be good. I expect it to be absolute cinema, sure, but I don't expect it to beat the others and everything. I don't expect it to be just better. I want good stuff, not better stuff. And again, I want good stuff, not undercooked stuff either. There is a thin line to walk between doing too much and not enough. That's clearly not enough rolls. When did you roll so high? I guess it is 4-leaf clover. Who is gonna die? You. Oof, that hurt. Oh my lord. I'm so doomed. Level 100 Sinner is gonna be in how many seasons? 9 seasons? 8? So season 16 about? 15? A bit of time. Start to improve at some point, it goes downhill. I mean, there is improve and improve. It depends what you want to improve. When you want to improve yourself, it's important to know what to improve and not just do random stuff. I'm struggling. I don't have Bloody Mist. Yeah, he's gonna hurt a bit. I don't know if I can tank everything here. Okay, time to use egos. With more salt. That's not much. So yeah, I hope it's not going downfall. But again, I trust them overall. I'm not doing damage. Also, I only have 3 less resonance. One. Sweep. Everything's going downhill. That's great. Oh, now we're good. Maybe. Nope. I forgot to break the thing as well. Oh well.
경외감 속에 숨어 시선에 눈이 멀지 않도록.
Sometimes we could fail because of our ambition and didn't know we'll improve, etc. Yeah. I mean, a lot of the thing is also depend on what made a sequel, on why you made the sequel. Sometimes sequels can be made by just greed from higher ups, you know. I'm thinking of stuff like games. Usually you try to push something just because, oh, it works, it works, so we have to make a sequel, you know, because it's gonna make more money, that kind of thing. And I think if people want sequel as well, like, I'm so doomed. Like at the same time, you expect sequel and everything because it works. It works from the base things. People have gluttony. Humans have gluttony in them. Have a lot of gluttony. They want more of the same thing. A lot of the time. And so usually creators oblige. You know, because the logic it's all logic that wants to follow the majority, you know? Which is not necessarily the good thing. Again, that's wisdom. To be able to recognize what is a good thing outside of people's opinion, peer pressure, all that kind of thing. I don't know how much of it PM does that right now, because I remember in their stream they mentioned like employees sometimes are getting harassed and everything. That's awful. Already. That triggers me so much. But anyway, the thing is, like, the employees tend to get trouble by whatever, by whoever. Hold on. I can't do much more.
나선 속을 벗어날 순 없다.
So yeah, they tend to be trouble and everything. So I don't know how much pressure PM is under. Like, I don't know how much. It's mostly Korean fan because it's mostly on-site pressure, if I could say it like this. I think. Like, again, some people did storm out on PM's headquarters a year ago. Was it a year ago or more? Or it was 2 years ago already. A while ago, let's say. Might have been 2 years ago. I think it was during... It was 2 years ago, I think. So I don't know how much of it is still left. Like, again, they keep receiving inspectors' demand and everything, so people are still trying to destroy them for whatever sick reason they have. But so I don't know how much of they are on pressure for this and how much they answer to the pressure in. Like, for example, for what people demand. Like, if people demand for certain stuff, for certain ideas, for certain things to happen or not happen, how much of it there is and how much are they giving into or not? How much of they are they listening to? But again, that's internal management and just in general, their experiences with they're not sharing there. So you can't really tell. I mean, in the end, I just hope they're okay. That's the main thing. I just hope they're okay. I mean, if they kept going, that means okay. Yes. But yeah, all in all, to say that the PM stream was somewhat lackluster in terms of info for the game and for PM's next project. I feel like they are not developing anything yet. Like, Limbus is still gonna stay their main game and only game for a few years, probably. Like, AGH did mention that he wanted to do an action something game, 3D action game or something. Okay, though I do have to mention one thing I remembered. He did say that because of the current game and standard industry and everything, it might have to be. Yeah, there might have to be a live service, and does it have to? I'm really not sure, but again, I don't know how they're operating at their level of company now. I don't know what their grade. I don't know if you can still say they are indie or not at 50, 60 employees. But the live service, I would like not. Live services have a lot of constraints. Like we see it with Limbo, they can't do shit outside it. There's power creep. You have to care for everything all the time, and you have to produce new content for it every time. It's just so much. And a lot of the time it turns out poorly because there's so much constraint and you cannot fulfill everything. Plus, like, you're just adding something that I don't like the fact that live services take, well, pretty much people's life at that point. Like, live service is not so much that it stays online. It's more like that you have to spend your life on it. I don't know. Like, I would like to not be able to miss something in a game. I would like to just get FOMO'd every time because I have to play the game every time because I might miss something, that kind of thing. And it's just the thing that's gonna happen with live services because they change. They are lives. They change every time. Not every time, but during the whole time. I still don't have one. Hold on. So hearing that it might be another live service is not making me too happy. Like, I think Rena is very fine the way it is. For example, Rena is not a live service, but it's very fine the way it is. I don't know. Maybe financially it doesn't work as well. I don't know. I don't know. We have no numbers. Nobody is giving us numbers on anything. The only numbers I see is that Limbus did 3 million on Android, on mobile only during the last month. What, is it not enough? Is it too much? A while ago they didn't do as much and they say they had enough for 3 years without doing anything. Now it's not enough? I don't understand. It's just this. Okay, now I'm stuck. This game as scary as they can shut up at it. They can shut up! You can shut down anytime, yeah. Okay. I'm sorry, it was shut up! Yeah, they did this as well. But it's not, what was with me is not that much that you can shut down at any time. It's mostly that to not shut down, what you have to go through is usually hell. You have to connect so many things, and usually because it asks for so many resources, and the end result has to be so catered to your... It's just, I think it's just... There are so much predatory measures around it. I think it's just what bothers me, really. Is that I haven't seen a live services nowadays that don't revolve around... that don't have some innate, like in the very core bullshit in there. For example, let's take a look at Limbus. Power creep is destroying. I've been very paid, and this all stems from the fact that it's a gacha and that you have to make your characters more enticing for people to spend money on it and everything. It's not based. People don't buy. Why is there Luna memory here? Like, people don't pay for the game. They're paying for better stuff. I don't know. It feels weird. You're enticing people to pay for better stuff. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm just old school or something. I would just like to pay for a game, enjoy it, and go to the next, because I personally don't want to spend my life on one single game. I don't know. Like, I've been realizing right now I'm on like 2 or 3 gachas. I'm like, it's taking me so much time. I mean, thinking there are so many games I'm not playing because I'm spending time on the same games again and again for those very similar experiences. And I'm not accumulating experience, which is my base philosophy. He's giving me a breakdown. Well, not that much, but I'm conflicted. And I don't know if that's the state of the industry. I don't know if it is what the industry has to become. I don't think it has. I think it's fine for games to just be games and not live services or take your whole time and money away. Let's not submit games to the capitalistic mindsets of being products. Come on. But I mean, I know what people would say, that you have to earn money and everything. Well, people are gonna say that they are companies, they are made to make benefits and nothing else. That's bullshit, okay? When you own a company, you decide for what it's made, and like, it isn't made. It's not because it's a company; it's made to make money. It's like saying an association, like a charity, is made to make money or something. I don't know. But it is in a way, but it's not for them. Yeah. But well, I would be entering way too much into capitalist workings and in general just societal, workings. But let's deviate from this. Yay! Casino gambling. I think it's fine anyway to just remind ourselves of that kind of thing as usual. Like sometimes. It's just important to have a way in life, somewhere you want to strive to, and just not let the winds of the winds of life just stir you away. Well, it's more storms than winds at this point, to be fair. Life is tough. But anyway, I hope they're still gonna be okay for PM at least, and that they can do what they want for Steve. I'm still waiting for Distortion Detective, and I still didn't get news, so I'm mad about this. It's not even that I didn't get news, it's that they didn't even mention anything about it. Now I'm mad. Let's go. Now I'm thinking about it, and now I'm mad. I want to see Moses and Vesta and Ezra. I don't remember the last one. The worst part, like, it's supposed to be PM live stream, so it would have been the perfect time. So we're not gonna have any news about it until next year, if there is any. I think it has been given up. I think KGH said, okay, I give up on this. We're gonna do everything in Limbus. No. No, but this, seriously, I hope they haven't go with the idea. Alright, so by the end of the run, it should be 9 PM. Yeah, I'll be stopping after this run. Good night stream. I'll leave my energy for. I leave my streaming time and energy for Railway.
왕의 비호를 하사한다.
I don't remember if Contaminated Thread and Needle is only for the first enemy or not. I think it is. You can just win with the rest. Oh wait. Oh, I just thought about it, but I wanted to play. I'm gonna play Burn for Railway, but I won't have ESPs then, unless I can find it. Unless I can luckily pull it. I could try 10 pull and hope. Don't know if it's gonna work, but I could try. What the burn team? What the 5 burn team, by the way? Magic bullets. Some souls. Keep LC Faust, Fire Fist.
꿰뚫려라.
Liu Sang.
무기를
I'm
만드는
bringing
건
down Claire.
내가 어버이가
If Cliff would be in there, I guess, if I could.
따스한 피. 나는
I have to check. I'm gonna check after the run.
산초류 경을 온 라샹. 눈 멀지 않게
Gonna go there.
조심하라.
I'm intrigued though about
그쪽도
railways, feeling. Like how it's gonna feel to just change IDs every time, change your team every time. Maybe I hope you can have 3 picks. You should be able to. I guess that you don't have to change your team manually every time. I don't think you have to.
엎드리도록.
Also, the turn count for the railway 1 will be 120 tons, it seems, from the last picture.
가족을 위해.
That's something. But that is permanent is a good thing though.
이것이
I know it has been a topic from the start, like having permanent railways.
기원을 가진 제대로 무너져.
Like everybody wanted it. I wasn't sure if they could afford it, like in terms of resource, in terms of management, everything. And the biggest thing was mostly that the game was still changing at the time. Like they have been changing the whole formula a lot. Now they kinda
떨거지는 잘라낸다.
stabilized, let's say. So I guess that's why they finally afford to make permanent railways. I don't know if we're gonna get the next one, the next ones, the other ones rather. Let's say anytime soon.
무기를 만드는 것만큼 내가 어버이보다
죄인인가?
I think I still want new railways as well. I still want to see new amnos
라샹.
and new fights. Mostly new amnos. I want new amno fights. I'm desperately needing them.
기가 튀기. 너희의 무기 이혈 떨거지를 잘라낸다.
Alright, the shop, the boss, and we're good. Again. The cow. A few of the other ones, I guess. Which I'm missing. Missing nothing actually. Nothing big at least. Could get nebulizer, I guess. Yeah, it's upgrade. Go CPM, yay! Good enough. Let's ball. I just finish. I'm still missing like
재밌네.
a bit more than 20 runs. How many weeks do I have? Let's say I have 5 at the start of the season, which should be more like 4, but let's say 5. For let's say I have 10. Let's say I have 10 days, 10 weeks rather, before the next MD.
가족을 위해.
Because we have what, like 6 before the start of the season, maybe 4 at the start of new season. They're gonna be like 10 weeks. 2 runs per week. I can do 20 runs.
엎드리도록.
I want to do something else. I want to try to do, like, I'm doing basic runs right now, but I would want to do more interesting stuff. So from time to time, at least.
이번 태연이죠.
I just remember I haven't fought you in a while.
지금은 성공했지만 앞으로 어떨지.
I don't know if I can bypass the wall thing. I don't remember the wall gimmick. Oh, you have to clash with the right one. I don't remember how I'm supposed to find which one it is.
고귀하게 따뜻한
Do I even care?
행진의 꽃. 이것은
Should have just shown him Mikala, shouldn't I?
피날레다. 왕의 비호를
Yeah, I should have.
무기를 만드는 것만큼 내가 어버이보다 뛰어났지.
I don't know at all, I haven't checked. Might be able to bypass it still.
빗소리 속에 묻히던 산초류 경혈 온 라샹
Yeah,
끝을 낼 시간.
I think it was the right portrait as well. I don't care. Alright, good enough. GG's. Yeah, I'm gonna just get to the next wall to hope to get some starlight, but I don't. Yeah, whatever. Alright.
오랜 목마름도 어버이를 향한 죄책감도 피를 마시는 순간에는 생각나지 않을 거다.
I'm almost at the next level. That's
가리고
funny.
없이 마음껏 마셔. 그게 우리가 이룰 수 있는
Alright.
유일한 꿈이니까.
So,
전부 자러 들어갔다고 방심하지 마라.
get the new one. What did it look like? Oh, there's no effects. I like the mix up, like Anafuda and Pierce. Yeah. I find the connection. Yeah, sure. Going back to it.
전부 잘해드렸다.
Getting everything. Yeah, more shards. And nothing else. We're good. How much am I at? 24 missing. Right. 24. Yeah, I should be fine with 2 per weeks. But yeah, I'm gonna stop for today. Yeah, that's 8 of trimmer, right? So, plans for the week again. Thursday, shows for the 2 new IDs. Railway stream on Friday. Burn only. Maybe another one on Saturday, or following the burn one, I'll do a more optimized run with optimized ID for each station. So I have to think about it. Either Friday or Saturday. And Monday, next MD, and we'll see. What do I play next Monday? I don't know. Maybe more random runs, unless I have something I want to play. I don't think there's anything I care too much about those, yeah. So, yeah. Gonna go now. Thank you for watching. Take care. See you next time. And keep your sanity high. And slow descent into the inferno. Bye-bye.